Good morning, friends. This is Jeff Arcos. Welcome again to the GMT daily webinar. Today is 4th of September 2019. Remind you, this webinar is not meant to be a financial advice to anyone. This is only an education presentation. Please consider the term and condition before you continue, saying when you receive this recording. As well, thank God for another day into my life, and I pray His blessings to the day. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, so let's start our date and see what do we have for today. And again, I apologize for this morning. I was need to be in the courthouse with my daughter, and as I said, is even my wife cannot be there. It has to be me. And yeah, all right. So 11:30 we have a GDP today, and we'll see how that affects the market today. Hopefully things will yeah, correct for the Australia because it's at the moment um, there. Um, at 11:15, we have inflation report earnings, and we'll see with that one how that works. Then we have Canadian as a Wednesday. Normally it is the Bank of Canadian rate statement and overnight rate. We'll see Canadian still on a sort of weak side, so we'll see anyway how that works at the end of the day. All right, so that's for the new size. So coming over here, and this was the dollar. Just was checking up a few things. So now the dollar is still in his strength up. We have no signal yet. You know, we're still in the strong side. So now one important factor that we need to be looking in this way that we want to be here. We want to be there. We want to be there. We want to be there. After these points, you know, anything can happen. All right. So if we cannot manage to get these points from here, there is no guarantee. So at the moment, what we can see over there and what we can see over here, you know, it's a very sort of kind, clear rejection today. And this could be just a retracement. And tomorrow we look into going up, or could be a turnaround. Now, if this is going to be a resistance, like yesterday we were saying, you know, if this is going to be resistant, we need to see this guy changing. So we are below to the midpoint. That's definitely it is. So we need to see this guy red and breaking the Donchen channel from there. Okay, so time will tell us, and we'll see from that one there. All right, the Euro US. So, and again, that was where the change it is. Every time we try to get, I think the only way to get in, you know, after we miss that trade from here, let's see from there, you know, the only way that you can maybe intend to trade is on the midpoint retracements. You know, that's all it is really at the end of the day. But that was, you know, when the signal was given, the index meter today in the index meter, which is on my other side of the screen, is still sort of kind of bearish. The British pound, the same, is being weak for a little bit. Now it's coming back. What a pullback! What incredible pullback we have over there. If we're reading here, this could be a retracement. If we read there, it could be a double bottom of the market over there. So that's a monthly low. So, and again, how far we are for consider to go long. So that's one of the good things that we can actually, you know, take it in consideration that every time, for example, in the daily, we got at what we call a double top, like double bottom or double top in here. What we want to be looking from there, come on. What we want to be looking from these points over here, oh, where you went? Oh, you went so far. Right there, you know, if we are in that day, are we above or below the midpoint? Is the candle color has changed? You know, and all of this we need to take in consideration when double bottoms and double tops of the market will happen. Here is another one. So if we are over there, what we need to be looking right in that, oh, sorry, no, that's not that day, this day there. So until that day we were below, so we have a sort of kind of double bottom, but if we come in by 12 hours, which it will be definitely will be there, we can see that yes, we can take it. This is, well, unfortunately, 110 pips stop loss because of the bar size over there, but then you have a nice steady run of 2 weeks and a half. um, this will be a bit sort of kind of first break from there, and for that a small run over there. So we're looking for double bottom, double tops. That's another one. So double tops in the market. Beautiful setup. And the only thing that we need to just click the EA. We are in the change. Click the EA and walk away. Is here possible? Do we have resistance? So really, this is the way. The moment. We have seen the market move. So right from here, if we're looking at there, that was the entry. The market runs 200 pips. Now it's come back to that level. Could be continue going down. We're not changing the mind. The pound on the index meter is 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 still in his way down. So that could be just a retracement, and we'll see how that will affect the market today. Australia, go over here, and if we look in Australia, so now Australia, it really has rock up from there. So when I'm looking, the Aussie there is definitely is piling up, and this is the first day. So at the moment the market running up. So I guess the best way that we can approach now the Australia would be a pullback. As soon we see a fractal forming in the top, that would be the time to activate the breakout. All right, or the pullback over there. So the first thing I think today we can consider with this one is that now bear in mind that the US as well, Australia and US is weak and US is weak today, and Australia is strong, but in the index meter is not. All right, so yeah, but look, trades is trade. So like I said, for that, when I see something like that I have missed, I need to wait for that fractal, which indicate me the market is pausing and ready to trade that break over there. So here it is already. It's been breaking once, twice, but we need to just be patient with this trade at the moment. New Zealand, same thing is about the line is changing the color, so a good fractal over there. We have an isolated sort of kind of double bottom over there, and it's breaking. So finally, this one there finally is go abrupt over the 368 pips. Thank you very much. There's has been a very nice run, and we can take it from the. So yeah, so that's and New Zealand is strong as well today. So um, with that one there. So maybe tonight will be a good idea to have a look and see what do they have for tonight. U.S. Canadian, we have news and there in yes, I say this is still in his way up. Consider to go short over there. It will be not really into that into that. So let's see if I maybe flick a little bit over there. So we can see somewhere there. So there we are, the US Canadian. Both are in the same direction. So that's what it indicates over there. So same with the Australia. We're looking, both has the same direction and anything can happen. Here the Australians say yes, Australian US is a perfect trade today. But I want to wait for that one there, and make my mind from that moment. US Swiss, we are below to the midpoint. We have an incredible pullback. And again, are we going to continue with the sideways market? Only God knows. But that was the entry over there. We haven't break yet the Donchen from here. So today it is going to be interesting whether the market, will move from there. So a nice ABC will be, very nice to see whether we're gonna, come back from that level over there. US yen is in a completely now with the market has changed the color from green to red. We are below to the midline. We have, we were looking some kind of support. Now I can see the strategy number 3 here in place, which is the weekly candle close retracement. We got a daily down over there. Um, so that's where we are. So here I can set up today. Now when I'm looking here is the US yen ready. And there's that answer. So we don't have a convinced day down. So that's it. I just stayed away. I cannot trade against the US strain yet. I don't have yet, any sort of kind, that indicate me that. Now, when you see sometimes the market does this kind of moves, but here is when we looking, say, yeah, now we need to wait for that change of the market. Um, and today, I think it will be quite of waiting for a new there. Euro yen, yes, the market changed from there, broke over here, so that was the change over there. And yes, no, it's not going really much. So we're looking the euro yen. There it is. The euro is still down. The yen is up. So we're looking just for pullbacks of anything that could be possible from those trades. Pound yen has come back. Are we having a double bottom? We're still far away from a line to consider any possible buys. This could be just a retracement only. Here we can apply actually very safe the midline trade. Australia yen, as the Australian US is running. So we're looking, the both are actually, oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. The yen is this and Australia here. So we don't have any divergence yet. So I think it was gonna be very interesting to leave that tomorrow, and then we're looking for an entry. We need to have the index meter with us. Without that, it could be quite a bit dangerous to try to get those trades from there. All right. So we need to have patience for that. So New Zealand yen the same. There we are. So it's just happened here before. So we'll see what is gonna come up again. I don't think so. New Zealand has changed his strength from where it was. Oh, I might be did a mistake in my thing in my jigger here. New Zealand. Oh, I put a 7, so that's why it's supposed to be just um. Uh, 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 uh. All right. There you are. Okay, correct it now. So maybe you got the wrong number, so it was -7, so that's where we are. So yeah, here we don't have any indication whatsoever yet. We want to work. Look, for example, when this one went over there, we could have said here, Oh, look, on the 14th of August, we did have some kind of there, but if we look in here, this one never has, as you see, from the 5th of August, we don't have any indication whatsoever of recovery. So we ignore those and we actually continue holding, like a here we can continue say, yeah, I'm looking to continue to go short over there because that's what the market strength is telling me. Okay, so Canadian yen, we got a really nowhere. It's very can't believe it that this group's still, and there it is. So that's why um stayed away. Stayed away. That's so that's where we are. We have a rectangle there, and we need to see some runs. I'm desperate to see some runs. Euro Australia. So Euro Aussie, we saw that running over there, and we identify with the index meta. So there we are, and the risk was 45 pips. So now it's running beautiful from the day when the 4 hours is telling us it's time to try. Okay, so I think that should be quite good for everyone. And now if I want to target that one there, I can target from maybe from here to there, or from that to there. So which is 1000 pip level would be a good level to target anyway. And that's it. So that runs okay. In Euro Australia, if we look in here, the Aussie is up while the Euro is down. So that was the perfect divergence over there. So you see, like the Euro. So here we see that that day was a trade really for the Euro Canadian, and yeah, so I'm waiting for some kind. Oh, here it's got a trade, but you see this actually start from there. So we're risking 30 pips, so that was my stop. So that's now is gone, and we're just waiting for the next move. Maybe here I can change it. Oh, it's got both, so it will try to get right from the midline. Okay, Euro New Zealand. So this is running now. Euro New Zealand, and right from where identify with the index meta. So 58 pips, 65 pips. So there it is, 65 pips, and there we are. So that's definitely a level that we can target. Set up over there, and there we got from there. So 400 something pips, and look, and here we can actually here calculate from wherever we are to there. So that's 400 pips. Let's imagine that what, and maybe 50% of my position at that, and the rest just whenever this guy runs. After 2 weeks, I think it's a good idea to get out of those trades. So that's good. Pound Australia and Euro New Zealand, as we're looking over there. They yeah. So this one actually we didn't have much, but the signal was quite okay. Pound Australia, we got it right over there. So pound Aussie, so right over here, break even, and I would not have any um, if I wants to do from here, that would be a huge target. But anyway, so that was a nice entry. Looking, where we're looking over there, and that's it. Trading from those moments. So that's good. Pound Canadian, I think a Canadian is being a bit having issues. So there it is. The market, imagine it got 117 comeback. So at least the break even was in place. So that's good. So that's normally I have 100 pips for these currencies to break even because I know what could happen from there. So here is a nice shoulder here and shoulder. We see over there we are in a support level. So if this is going to be a support level, what we want to be looking is the price about change the color, get it over there, can happen, and have a big run. This is a level where the market has run 2,500 pips. So at least not be surprised that from there can run 2,000 pips from there. So we better get geared up for that because if that happened, that would be a nice. So we put it over there. Put it over here, going up. That's a nice, interesting level. That's a good way to look. When we want to be looking, let's see, in any level, in any time frame. You want to trade the daily time frame. Okay, no problems. Let's look support and resistance. Let's look when this is. Do you see at that point we have nothing, but at this point we have something. Put the EA, run. How many of you like the idea? That's a nice idea to do so, isn't it? Here, for example, we got it there, and if we're looking from that moment, so that's the support we're looking over there. So the only thing I'm waiting from here, waiting. Up, there we are. About, and there you go, you trade from there. So we're looking here, only shopping levels, and that's all. So here's another one possible. That could be the golden candle setup. We are in that level over there, but we want to be trading when this happens. Put the trade and walk away. What are you reckon about that? Anybody exciting or no? Here we got another support level. So the market is coming there. Oh, we already looking here. Sorry. Here. Nothing over there. We still chill. And right over there, we are in the other side. And that it is. Small runs, short runs. The main thing is that we want to get these levels. So here we have nothing, but maybe with the weekly we can get something there. I believe this midpoint and even in this one, if you want to go more of that, look what happened with the 30 actually, which I like the 32. Look that up, they are very, very strong consistency into it can take you very long runs. All right, the 30 equivalent to the weekly really at the end of the day, because when you got an entry somewhere over there, the 30 can take you all the way down as the weekly goes. So that could be very, very nice trades at the end of the day. But let's put it in the 20. Let's leave it in 20 as it is a nice, easy level. So here we are. We're trading the daily support and resistance levels. We got it over there. We don't know really what is going to happen from here, but the main thing is that somewhere over there we want to be looking. Are we above, below? So not much to say over there. We're looking another one over there. We are over here. Not really much, so we're still waiting for the index meter, what is assigned to us in that level. We are about maybe trigger, didn't run, so that's a rocky there. So that's the stride number 2, weekly candle close. We are below, put the trade, and that it is. This is very exciting stuff, my friends. There we are. Double top. We are over here. Yep. Set the trade. Walk away. We are over here. Support. You see, the daily will give us a lot of support and resistance levels. You know, and this is how. All right, and okay, so that's, you know, just look in the daily, and you can trade that direction, you know, whenever you find a support and shopping level resistance, make sure you are below, and then take those trades like that as an indicator. Now, if we trade in the weekly time frame, it's a different story, because now here with the weekly, you know, you look at the same thing, but you're looking only the shopping levels that we see. So like this one, that one, that one, that one, you know, all the major shopping levels that that is there. So for example, if we are in that, and we are somewhere over here. So we don't know, you know, that's the market comes, we look that level, we look that level, we look that level, and we are in a weekly potential there. But through the week, look what happened when actually the market breaks. So what I call of this level is possible support, possible resistance. What is confirming is this midline candle close breakout. And from there, we can set up or here, and then the run from those levels over there. So we come in again. That's a nice level. That's a definite level over there. The market is here. And we just need to observe from there until the market breaks above, and that it is. I run from there. So then we can be looking there, or maybe somewhere here, and we're looking down. So that's definitely level of resistance. We're looking over there, only looking one level, the market there, and here we have it. This is when the index meter plays an important role for a trade, because this is what we're looking now over here. And from there, the market, you know, nice, and it makes a nice run over here. That's the close of the candle right over here. So if we're looking, we want to identify that. That's where the candle close it is. So we come with this one over there, and then from that point, we need to wait about, set up the trade. Whether we trade over there, this is, you know, the there, and that's the run over here, 200 pips. So it's not too bad. We're running it again. We are right over there, and we know that we have a possible resistance, but from that point, we just wanting, wait, that fractal is below, somewhere over here, and that's the run that we have. So as you see, this is no really rocket science. Here, we got another possible support, that's an ABC, and the market changed through the week about. Once we see the fractal, I always like to see a fractal as well when the market breaks, because that's, you know, every time we see that, those fractals actually could become a quite good signal there, because the fractal is already a retracement above the line, you know, retracement below the line, and anything there. And from there is nice run. Again, you know, that's a possible support, possible resistance. We don't know, but the main thing is, where are we at that level over there? And we can go from level to level, you know, and where are we? Are we above or below? So if that's where the market hits, here it is, and that's the reaction of the market. Through the week, it went up, come back, fractal below that line, trade. And that's it. And we got the winning and there. That's the close of the candle right over there. So that's the close of the candle over here. We're looking, we are in that level over there. Maybe here we got a loss. We keep looking. We are still in the level of support. Maybe we're looking for resistance, maybe that, but there it is. So whatever loss we have to lose over there, we recover over there, and the market runs to 178 pips, which is no bad idea as well. So here, for example, we would have a possible support. Yep, we trade over there, and the next fractal up, stop loss, and nothing has happened. So we just continue trading. That's the beauty, the left shoulder. So if you look over there, we are on the left shoulder, and look the candle that it breaks. Now, when you have those candles over there, you have to prepare for bigger stops, loss. Depending what we have over there, we can put in both. Once we see those, but that's how really it should be. We jump into the to the monthly, and it's exactly the same process as the other one, but here now we're looking, for quite significant um, support and resistance levels. This one's definitely, it is quite major levels. Like we have somewhere over there, and if we're looking, where we are in this level over here, we need to make sure that we keep our eyes open, because right over there, are we hitting an amazing level over there? So we look over there, that's above, and that's a nice trade, and the market came back from there. If we're looking, and again, another entry over there, another entry over here, another entry over there, until the market just took off from those magic levels over here. That's a nice rejection point on the monthly, and we see that rejection point over there is affecting the market a lot. And once we have again this, we can see that when we have this one over there, we can actually consider, and it's a nice 400 pips. So support and resistance levels is very important. So, and that's why we're looking from there, we're looking from here. So this is possible a nice shoulder, head and shoulder. We got this point, we got everything, but we need here. So that could be a nice way of trading as well. This the last one, pound New Zealand. And there we are on a resistance level. We got over here, so pound New Zealand got over there, and it's been a bit volatile. So if I look in the pound New Zealand, I haven't actually trade. I know we got pound New Zealand got the first loss, second entry on a retracement, and that's my stop loss. The 72 pips at the moment indicate that the stop loss was over there, and that's what it is. So now 72 pips, compared to if this one now for this time is going, possible aiming 700 pips. So who cares about that, isn't it? So that it is shopping levels, and let the index meter, be enjoined with our trades, and that's all really what it matters at the end of the day. So in gold, we were looking to some kind of, we got a resistance level we were above, but now we are above. We were below, but now we are above. Oh goodness, what's happened? Delete it. And now we are above it there. So let's open a little bit here, because it's no showing that great. So, and that's where we are. We are now above the changes the color. So that's mean that now we're possible facing a support, and this one, it will continue in his rally up. We got a monthly possible resistance as well, but this is where we are over there. So this is the moment that we just need to come, put it over there, a few pips above, and that's it. Stop loss, the midline, definitely is a good level to consider for a stop loss. Comes over there, pick him up from there, click it up, delete it, come over there, and put a stop loss in place over there. Modify it, and that's it. So we got the candle, we got that. Now we put the candle when these things are actually in line up, and this is when we just need to consider again. Okay. So yeah. All right. So that's their goal. Let's have a look. Oil. What oil is doing? And all we did have, it's a bit confusing, but we did have a sell right over there. So just moving a little bit to the midline, and let me correct that one there. Yeah, so that's 20. So we are in a trade. We can actually do some calculations from there. 250 p levels sounds quite good between the monthly and that one there, so that's not too bad. And that's a S&P 500. We were looking to buy because we were above. Now if we are above, below, above, below, above, below, so still into that, and that's my support, that's my resistance. It really is playing games at the moment. So no direction for today. That's trying to handle. Now we are below to the midline. This is where we are. We did have a nice break. Now, when we look in here, we're looking to go on the way up. Now we're looking that we have a possible some kind of resistance. This is the midline um, of the monthly. So, and we are over there, and the market is coming down. So this is when we're looking. Let me correct that, the 20, because it was the 24. So that's actually where now we have to put it at trade today for that one there. So that's there. There. And here we just set up the seller stop. Possible will be affecting soon. That's my stop loss to the midline of that 20 bars. Copy, deleted, comes over there, paste it, modify, and there we are. So yeah, so we got a daily shopping level. So we got the first of all previous high. We got at the midpoint of that, and yeah, so this one, this weekly, we can use it as the strategy number 3, right over there, and as is the weekly candle close retracement, and there we are. All right, so Australian 200. Dash this another way around, so we got a break from here, already got triggered, stop loss in place there, and we'll see what the reaction in this case is there. So we just look in the colors. That's all we do from that. No, got it wrong. And here we got over there, so that's where they actually should be the trade. So we're holding that one there, and when we're looking at, do we have any support over there? So we just going through, try to find shopping levels. Shopping levels is one there, one over here, there. So that's definitely a nice sort of kind of shopping levels over there. Once it's not corrected, it's not corrected. So there we are. Nice, nice level. So shopping level, and shopping level. So 3 shopping levels, 3 breakouts. That's worth to be taking, and that's it. So I think this weight is really going to be quite cool, because we're just looking something simple that everyone can really follow that thingy like that. All right, Japanese market. We were looking to buy, and here it's a bit confusing. The strength is there. Nothing really is happening in here. Okay, so all right, frames, gain, nice support. Spain, nice shoulder, head and shoulder. It's definitely a place to be looking, and yeah, we'll see. All right, my friends, we see you tomorrow, same time, same place. Tomorrow, I think you have no problems, and we'll see you there. Cheers. And